The scenes there in Florida could not be more different than what they were at Howard University in Washington, which is where Kamala Harris was planning to take to the stage. Of course, she's not speaking tonight. Her advisors emerged and said she's gone home. You guys go home. You'll hear from her tomorrow. So we're going to speak to a Democratic supporter. In fact, Donald Betts is a former Kansas Democratic State Senator. He's with us now. Your reaction, how are you feeling as a Kamala Harris supporter? How are you reacting?
Well, you know, democracy plays its part. Now that I live in Australia, they often call me Donald of the South. So Donald of the South is going to congratulate Donald of the North. And I'm an American through and through. I'm also a dual citizen here in Australia. But I'm happy that it's over. But I do know that President Trump has a mandate. Everything that he said he was going to do on the campaign trail, even on that day one, he said he would be a dictator just on the day one. He has a mandate to fulfill everything he said he would fulfill. So I'm here to, hopefully see that the president-elect or will be president-elect delivers for the American people, because right now many of the American people are hurting, and they do need we do need help here in America. I'm visiting my home state of Wichita, Kansas, and there is a need for whoever is going to serve and do what they say they're going to do.
Do you have faith that he will, Donald?
Well, he has the House and the Senate, so there is no excuse. On day one, day one, they will deliver. He will lock up the border like he said he's going to do. He needs to get these things done that he said he was going to do on the campaign trail, so that he can do what he needs to do to fulfill the remaining of his term. J.D. Vance may be the next president of the United States. President Trump is now the oldest president, just after Biden. But we also have to look at Australia. What does this mean for Australia? What does this mean for AUKUS? What does this mean for the relationship we have with our free trade agreement? Well, we need to rewrite that free trade agreement with all the tariffs and things that the president-elect, the former president, Donald Trump, has decided he's going to do. So we just have to keep an eye on that and just know that he now has the mandate to do everything he said he was going to do.
Donald from the South, just quickly, I know it's very early to kind of analyse, but where do you think it went wrong for Harris?
Look, I mean, she came in 3 months, she came in too late, but then she came in off of a Biden administration. But you can't, you know what, you can't really come after Biden, because our memories are short. Just remember, we were in a pandemic, and if you lived in Melbourne, you know we were locked down. I mean, and then the government had to fish out all of this stimulus money and support families while they were locked in. That was a heavy hit on the U.S. government. That was a heavy hit on the Australian government. So sometimes, yeah, we come out of COVID, but then you got to remember, you know, it's going to take some time to rebuild that economy. A lot of businesses are suffering still after COVID. Imagine what happens to a government. So they've had to deal with all of those issues there. But if you look at the economy now in the U.S., it's on the up. So technically, President Trump is going to inherit a beautiful economy that he can, you know, really tout his next 4 years to say that I built this economy. And, you know, who wouldn't?
Donald, really appreciate your time tonight. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.